I'm going to show you just how easy it is to make a fake news story. I'm going to make a brand new species from two existing species. I'm going to make a cog. So I'm going to go onto my search tools and I'm going to choose from the colour menu transparent, just so that it makes it easier to cut out any kind of background. So I'm looking at PNGs rather than JPEGs, and I'm going to go into Photoshop Mix, and I'm going to press the plus sign for a new canvas, and I'm going to bring in an image that I've already got. So I'm going to work with this beagle, and you can see that this beagle's come in as a layer on the right hand side. So I'm going to make a new layer and bring in the other species of animal, the cat, and I'm going to go onto my dog layer and just resize the dog and position it so that, well, I might move him over a little bit. Go onto the cat layer and just move the cat over the dog like that. So I've got my two layers, and first of all I'm going to delete part of the cat. So down at the bottom of the screen you've got cutout, so I'm going to tap cutout, and you want to keep an eye on the thing at the left here, which lets you either add in what you want to keep. So on add, if I go over part of the cat, it will just keep the bit that I've highlighted. Maybe a bit more to cut out there. So, oops, a bit more perhaps at the side. Or you could do it a different way. So I'm just going to go up to the top right hand corner and press undo. And the other way of doing it is to subtract part of the cat. So I could go here and just say, well, I don't want that part of the cat. Oops, done a bit too much, so I'll undo that. So you just need to sort of figure out, it doesn't seem to like doing it that way, so I'll go back to adding in the cat. The other thing you can use is the two fingers and just sort of zoom in on it so that it's easier to see what you want to add. So I'm going to go like this, just add enough to cover up the lead of the dog, and make sure I've got both of the cat's eyes there, and that'll do. I seem to have a little bit on the side there that I want to get rid of, so I'm going to go on to basic, and over on the left hand side you see eraser, and I can change the size of the brush by holding on to it and just pulling up and down. So I can make quite a tiny brush, and I can set the hardness of the brush. So I'll make it reasonably hard, and I just want to get rid of those 2 pixels there which don't seem to want to go. Oh, there we go. And I think that'll do, so I'll press the tick, and I have my cog. And the last thing I want to do is just to merge the layers down. So I'm just going to tap the top layer. What I can do is move the layers. So if I actually just move them like that, you'll find that the dog comes about. So you need to make sure your layers are in the order that you want. And then if I tap the layer, I can merge down, and I've got my cog. So now I can go back to my compositions. I've got a composition, and I can send that anywhere I want.